Inside of M-Series, you can copy queues from one location in a queue list to a new location in that same queue list, or you can copy it to a completely different queue list. Let's show you some examples. To begin, let's copy a queue within the same list. We're going to press on our command keypad or on our console surface, copy, queue. Then we're going to press the number of the queue that we want to copy, the source queue, say number 6 here. And then we're going to press at, and then we're going to press where we want the queue to go. So let's choose 13 because it's the next open queue on this queue list. Then we're going to press enter. Perfect. We can now see Q6 has been copied to Q13. To copy a single queue to a different queue list, we want to type copy, Q. Again, we're going to copy Q6 in the current selected queue list. Then we type at, and then we select the playback that we want to copy to. And the queue is now copied to the end of that queue list. If you want to put that queue in a different playback in a specific place, you can then go ahead and say copy, Q. We'll copy Q6 again. At, now you want to type the queue number in the new queue list where you want it to go. So we could say 14, and then click to the queue list that you want it to be copied to. Once you do that, you can see Q14 has been created in the queue list that we chose. The queue has been successfully copied. If you want to copy a range of queues, you can do that as well. However, you need to keep in mind that when copying a range of queues, the destination cannot contain a queue number already for what you're copying in. When this is attempted, the copy function will fail. Thankfully, you can do up to 99 point queues in between each whole number queue, and so you're able to get around this issue if you need to insert a bunch of queues in the middle of an existing queue list. Let's show you an example. If I wanted to copy queues 13 and 14 after Q12, I could do that by simply typing copy queue 13 through 14. And of course, when selecting, you're able to use the through plus or minus commands. So copy Q13 through 14 at 12.1. Enter. We can now see that 12.1 and 12.2 have been created, and they are exact copies of the queues that are 13 and 14. You can also copy queues to the end of the queue list, at which point queues will not be needed, and you can use whole number queues.